from England, Jamie Squibb, who is running the entire show here and is the best rider in the UK. We've seen him many, many times on the World Championships. If you guys know the Nitro Circus team, Squibby has spent more than enough hours riding with Travis Pastrana and all those guys on the European tours as well. Squibby has done it all on the world stage. You can hear another 450 in the background. That is another Kawasaki. We've got 2 John Deeres out here this weekend, 2 tractors, both 4-stroke riders as he's stretching, warming up. Another very international rider. I could almost say he spent probably a quarter of his life over there in China, in Macau. Welcome to the arena, Chris Birch. Yes, it is a very English name, but he did spend a lot of time in Macau riding in casinos. And then he spent the last 4 years down in Spain. So he's finally returned to, well, is Guernsey UK soil? I guess it is.
No.
A protectorate. So we've got Birchie back. He's been living the high life. We're going to give him a couple of warm-up jumps. We'll give both riders a couple of warm-ups because, as I said, we're working with the wind. It turns out when you're on a small island, you guys probably also know how the old wind works. And the guys are just trying to get their speed right because we do have a short takeoff this time. A little bit shorter than normal. But if you've looked at these bikes, I mean, these are motocross bikes. There's probably a lot of motocross, supercross riders out there, or fans. You will know there is no speedometer. They have no idea what the speed is when they're approaching the ramp. They're doing it purely by feel. How fast does it feel like? And that basically comes down to the feeling of the bike, the vibrations, the speed of the wind rushing through your goggles. That's about the only way they can figure this out. They will jump in second gear. It looks like Squibby might be ready to go. This will be the first jump. This is the hardest jump of the day. Oh, he just caught that landing. Landed very deep. He wouldn't want to go too much further. If he does, then he's in my territory. That's where I land. Very deep. But it could end up in, well, broken wrists and ankles. Looks like Birchie's ready to go. He's going to jump. Oh, he just caught the bottom of that landing. Birchie, do not go any faster than the next jump. And he's just getting a fist pump to say that he's at least happy he landed. I am very happy that he landed that jump. This is near on the most nerve-wracking part of the freestyle motocross show that we do. The first jump is always the worst. We're quite lucky here. We've got nice, well, it's almost downhill with the wind and Squibby there working on something we call the whip. You can see him turning the bike a little bit in the air, getting a bit of an idea how this bike react in air. Birchie as well, just twisting that 450 around 105, maybe 110 kilograms. These bikes putting the riders on top of 200 kilos, flying through the air and nothing. Letting go of everything on the bikes. No hands, no feet, look mum, no teeth. So that's what we got to trick out of him on the first one. No, he's still just working out the speed, the wind. We'll get there. We're going to have a couple of competitions today and tomorrow. Today we'll have a best competition. Squibby with a nice laid-back recliner. Laying back on his seat, hands off, trying to see if he can get his fingers to touch that rear end. Chris Birch, his first trick, yes we will, it's a double can. Bit of a variation of the Superman. The double can basically doing a Superman twist. Squibby now, the same trick, oh he did two. The same trick as Birchie, but 2 of them, 1 jump, 2 tricks. We may get a few more combos here out of this first. Oh, little Indy there, you could see him trying to scissor kick and then come back with that double can on the way back. We'll give the guys a few more warm-up jumps. The first competition. Whipped out. That is the trick. Invented by Jeremy McGrath. That trick started this entire sport. The knack, where the riders would do it with over the finish line. That was but still one of the most impressive tricks. That was called the turn down. Virgie getting a warm up for this whip competition that you will be the judges for in just a few moments. Jamie Squibb with a cliffhanger in the wind. Are you mad? Did you guys see that? The only thing that was connected to the bike was his tippy toes under the handlebars, standing up. See, grab, Indy. Virgie reaching back. If you notice, there's a small hole cut under his seat. That is the small part where he gets the grab on. No-handed Superman. Otherwise known as a holy man, and normally I would say holy double knack, Indy. Big power move. So the first competition we'll have will be whips. The second competition that we'll do around 6 o'clock, that's probably what we're going to see Birchie throwing into that best trick competition coming up later on today. As they roll into the run, very short run, only 19 meters, one-handed Indy, twisting the body up, one-handed, almost grabbing his boots on the way around. Now on that 450 double grab heart attack.
What?
I have one single heart attack from that. Actually, it's a trick invented by Carrie Hart. You guys probably don't know who Carrie Hart is, but his wife is. So you probably do know who she is. And actually, Carrie Hart invented another trick, which was the biggest explosion in our sport. It's called the backflip. We may see that. It's actually right now. That is the backflip from Squibby. I did not expect that in the warm-up session. Guernsey, give it up for Jamie Squibb, surprising even myself. I'm going to do a little bit of chat about Carrie Hart and a double heart attack from Chris Birch. He's still going. That was just the warm-up. You've already done a backflip. Why are you still riding, Squibby? Backflip non-handed. Well, now I know why he kept riding. He probably had that one in his head. He felt comfortable with that first backflip. And it's time to throw in the combos. Jamie Squibb and Chris Birch.
I know.
All right, let's slow this down because that warm-up got a little bit too carried away, Squibby. But what we're going to do, we have two competitions today. In this first show, we'll do the best whip. You guys have already seen a couple of the smaller versions of that. That is where the bike whips out, can get under it, on top of it, sideways, 90 degrees. There's a couple of different whips. Now, I have to drive with these two guys. I sit in the middle of that truck, and I don't want it to be awkward. So you're going to be the judge. I've already seen that you guys have judged the BMX before, so I know you can do it. So when Chris goes out, we're going to give him 2 jumps. We're going to give Squibby 2 jumps to do their best whip. You will have to be the judge and tell us who is the winner, at least for the first competition. Birchie, he's already revving that 450 up. He's ready to go. So remember, you're the judges. I am not. I don't want to be involved in this. I want a nice, comfortable drive home. 2 jumps. This is the first. From Birchie. Little slip on the run, but a nice 90-degree turn down. I don't know if you guys saw that. I did. He slipped a little bit on the run-up. And there's that point of, do I not jump, or do I just give it everything and jump anyway? Second and final jump of this best whip competition. Guernsey, give it up for Chris Birch. Here we go. Another turn down, looking back to you guys to see if you're watching and hoping
This is a challenge
that you will cheer the loudest. He almost won the best whip competition. Where were we last week? Ashbourne. So close. Was that 90-degree turn down enough to topple the best whip champ? Jamie Squibb
I'm going for the bloke
actually
in the
has
green
quite a
helmet.
lot of best whip
I'm going for that
trophies
bloke.
at the
That
World
bloke.
Championships. Let's see if he can get that going right now with an upside down seat bounce. Big old racer whip. I think that was near on as good as that 90-degree turn down. Two completely different styles of whip. But you're the judge. You'll have to tell us which one's better. Last jump, Guernsey, he can hear you. What are we going to go in this one? Whip, dropping that foot down. Jamie Squibb. I think he decided with Birchie's 90-degree turn downs, he had to do it. So we're going to count this in on 3 for both guys. The loudest cheer will be the winner. For Chris Birch, 3, 2, 1.
Yay. Gotta give me yay. Yay.
That's not bad.
Yay.
That's not bad, Birch. You can have that win.
Yay.
Let's try it again. For Jamie Squibb, 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
I think the decibel meter tells me that's a win to Squibby, the first win of the competitions. We have just finished the first best whip. We've got a best trick competition coming up in the second show. But before we get to that second show, so far the guys have been riding solo. It's been dangerous. I've loved it. But I want to see these guys make it a little bit more dangerous. We were talking about Evel Knievel before. He did everything on his own. Let's send both of these guys out in a train behind each other and see how close they can get and try and do the same tricks in the air at the same time. I can tell you from past experiences, this sometimes doesn't go well. Sometimes you end up in a New Zealand hospital. Here we go. With a double up Indy and Chris Birch following behind with a massive Indy. We've got one more jump left for you guys for this first show. Guernsey, they can hear it all inside their helmets. They want to hear you cheering. The louder you get, the bigger this trick will be. From Squibby and Birch, what have we got? We go double heart attack and a double heart, getting his body totally vertical there, Chris Birch. If you put that trick in the best trick competition later on today, that may be the winner. One more time for Jamie Squibb and Chris Birch. Oh, hang on. I think I've decided already. It's time for an encore. I didn't know if we were going to get that with the wind. So this is the last jump. One more time, Guernsey on the runner. Turn down. That was one hell of a show. We will have those tricks and more in the second show.
Guys, crazy.
Come back around 6 o'clock
no hand.
for the second show to witness the best trick competition. We may see 1 or 2 more backflip combos. Let's see what happens with Squibby. Are we going to get that rear fender dragging on the ground? Oh, a couple of inches off. You can either drag that fender or do a backflip. Almost. Second show. Let's see how close Squibby gets that. Thank you very much, Guernsey. I hope you guys are having a great day. We'll see you a little bit later on.